It's 7 p.m. This is the July 8th, 2015 meeting of the Auburn Conservation Commission. This meeting is being broadcast live, Richard?
Yes, right.
And is also being recorded for rebroadcast. Our meetings are available for viewing at auburnguide.com. Before we begin, is anyone in the audience making a recording of this meeting? If not, the first item on the agenda is the 7 o'clock public hearing for JW Land and Development, a notice of intent for the construction of a roadway for a subdivision known as Windmill Estates off of 50 to 94 Prospect Street. Is there a motion to open?
So moved. Second.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? It's a vote. Gentlemen?
Good evening. Hope everybody had a pleasant 4th.
Yes,
Thank you.
how about you?
Good, yes, very good. Just to give you a little update, since we met last, we came in last for the 4 A&R lots.
Right.
And we've gone through the planning board process fairly successfully at this point. We kept the public hearing open simply to now start the conservation process in case there are any changes that come up. We've satisfied everything with the planning board, so we're in good shape with the planning board. Nice to say that from the original plan that I presented to you way back in the fall and during the winter months, very, very little has changed. We were able to stick to the plan that we said and build it. Ken will get into that a little bit more as far as all the details of it. And I think we've satisfied quite a few of the regulations and taken into consideration everything that we said we were going to do. So, with that, turn it over to Ken.
Thank you. Just to orient you to the plan, actually, perhaps maybe I should even stop back here. This shows the big picture. So we have Prospect Street that comes up like this, and Booth Street right here, which is across the street from the subdivision. The subdivision is this area right in here. So if we go over to the larger plan, this is Booth, Prospect, and our proposed subdivision. The wetland that brings us here is this little strip of wetland that's along the front of the subdivision and along Prospect Street. If you recall, we were here last fall for a couple of lots right here which had driveway crossings across these. So, and as you saw at that point in time, we had planned all along the cul-de-sac road coming in here, and that does require us to cross the wetland right here. We are planning to use 2 15-inch culvert pipes at that location. Come in with our roadway. We'll have basically head walls at either end to kind of keep down as much as we can with the impact crossing this wetland area. I believe it's about 1,800 square feet of disturbance with this. We are planning a replication area up here that I think is around 2,900 square feet. I know Margaret has all the exact numbers in the report. I'm going by memory here. As part of our mitigation for stormwater, we have a detention basin that's going to go up in the corner over here. That's our larger stormwater area, and that's taking all the rainfall that comes on the road to about this point, and it's going to take a good portion of the house lots are coming into the roadway, and we'll be treating everything over here in this detention basin. And we started out with this as an infiltration basin, and unfortunately the groundwater on our second round of testing looked to be a little bit high, so we have it just as a detention basin, although because I designed it initially as a retention basin, I've retained the characteristics of that in this basin, and we're going to let the same volume of water as we would have going into the ground as an infiltration basin going into the ground, even though we can't technically claim that as infiltration because we have groundwater.
So how does it affect your engineering calculations?
It doesn't. I mean, they've been revised to
Okay.
accommodate that. What we have done, well, let me go on to the
Sure.
the smaller one. The smaller one takes up a very small amount of the roadway. We have a low spot right here that's taking all of this, as I said before, coming in here. So we're trying to do most of our treatment over here. We have a smaller area here that's going to come into a relatively small basin. This basin, in a 100-year flood, only comes up about a foot, foot and a half. And this does have a small area that could serve as, it will retain the water basically permanently until it goes into the ground, about an inch. And then it will infiltrate, but I can't technically call it an infiltration basin because this too has groundwater close to the bottom of the trench. It's not in the groundwater.
How close?
It's less than 2 feet. It's I think it's about a foot in this case. But it needs to be 2 feet in order to be called an infiltration basin and meet the requirements. That doesn't mean it's not going to infiltrate when it's 1 foot, and it doesn't mean that just because it's less than 2 feet when the groundwater is at its highest, that the rest of the year it'll act perfectly fine. So I think it's a benefit to have it, even though I can't call it my infiltration.
Okay.
I guess I would also say that because this is a type C soil with high infiltration, you could argue that you don't have, I mean, a type C soil with high groundwater. There are provisions in the Act that say, well, if you can't infiltrate, then you don't have to. But we're not doing that. What we did was design in roof water recharge for all of the house lots, and that's in the calculations, and that actually 100% fulfills what we need for infiltration. Although, going through the planning board process, I'll have to say that the town engineering review has asked if we could put something else into the plan. That would be a rain garden type of device over here, and we're willing to do that. We haven't done it yet because we're already filing for this, and we're willing to do that.
Okay.
Just like to back up for a second though too, when we came in with the plan, where that small retention basin was, that was an A&R lot, and there was a house that was scheduled on that.
Right.
And on the original plan, that retention basin was in the buffer zone. Since going through the calculations and design, and now at the point that we're at, we gave up that lot, basically for a house, and we've also taken and moved that out of the buffer zone for less impact in that area on the wetlands. So that'd be a positive as far as the protection of the wetlands go in that area.
Okay.
We have also, going through the process, we have altered the treatment train, enhanced it, I guess, that's what we'd say. Besides providing a water quality volume in the detention basins, we have gone ahead and put in particle separators. So we have a particle separator here and a particle separator here, both before they come into these basins. And we're still keeping sediment forebays, so that's sort of a little bit of a redundancy with our treatment process. And we also ended up putting a particle separator in here for this last the little drainage that's here at the very end of our roadway. Even though it only drains about 100 feet of road, we did put in a proprietary particle separator at that location. So we've designed in a lot of treatment into the stormwater system, I believe. And the calculations show that we haven't increased the flow in any of the watersheds. We have 3 areas where this drains. This drains off in this direction. The center of the site drains down here into a little bit of a valley that's behind the houses that are front on Prospect Street. And then, of course, this wetland picks up a certain amount of drainage that comes from the interior of the area that's enclosed by Prospect Street, and all comes down in here to basically into the street drainage system at this location where there's an inlet, and then it goes down into the street somewhere.
Just as long as it's going down the street.
It was done a very long time ago, and it looks like it either goes into the Booth subdivision drainage system somewhere, or it goes all the way down Prospect Street to the bottom. And the town was very good. He came out with doing some video
Yep.
for us, because we really wanted to know where it went, but
And they couldn't answer the question
they
either?
couldn't answer the question either. So, I mean, it goes down, it heads down the street somewhere, so it, it's either part of their system that was constructed a very long time ago. But we're not increasing the amount of runoff here, or here. So we balanced the flow pretty close. A replication area, which I'm sure Margaret has gone on into great detail with on the notice of intent, is up in this location. And it's about, it's a little more than 1.5 times the impact that we have down here. So that's pretty much what we have for features. The other features are planning board features, drain sewer construction and all of that I can go into if you'd like to.
No, I don't think that's necessary. Maybe other members of the board do, but... So, John, where are you in the project? Have you started, have you leveled out the property, or where are you with this?
What we did was we waited for the frost last winter, and we went in and we cleared the 4 A&R lots that we had approved. We were going to start on the replication area, but winter hit hard fast.
Sure.
And we stopped because of the snow. And we haven't gone back in there as of yet because it's still wet in that area, down closer to the bottom. So we're holding off a little while longer. What we're going to be doing, we will be starting the replication up on top. We have filed we haven't recorded, but we have enclosed in the paperwork the restrictive covenant to keep the whole subdivision as I represented in the beginning, including all the A&R lots are encumbered under that 5,000 square foot that we'll carry forward. We are in the process of pulling the permits to run water and sewer for lot number 5, one of the A&R lots up near Kelly Street, to put a house on. No work on the lot. We're just going to be in the road bringing the sewer and water across to the lot, but very shortly we'll be starting that replication area down below on the lot 3, I believe it is, that it's located, the A&R, and also up on lot, I think it was lot 6, up on top.
So when do you think you're going to start actual construction of homes?
Well, as soon as we get through all the processes,
Right.
Assuming we get through, I think planning board I can represent that we're pretty well done with the planning board. I think it's just a matter of crossing a few T's and dotting a few I's. Other than that, the process with the conservation board here. Now, once we get through that, we'll go ahead and close on the property, and we'll begin construction as soon as possible on the roadway, which will be at a good time of year, because by then everything should be as dried out as possible.
So that's probably, what, the beginning of the fall?
Anticipating, hopefully, if everything goes well, end of August, September, that time range is what I'm hoping to target at this point. We're trying to keep everything just as simple as we can with this and stay to everything that we represented, or I represented to you in the beginning, so that there aren't a lot of hurdles to cross and a lot of things to, encumber to detail.
Well, I for one would like to see the property now that part of it's been cleared out. So as you know, what our normal procedure is that after, we have an initial go around, we usually take a site visit.
Right.
So if you would be agreeable to continuing this to our next meeting, which is July 22nd,
Sure.
we can make arrangements to go out there, take a look, and then, assuming, and we've never had any issues with any of the projects that you've submitted to us. Take a look, and then we can probably close at the next public meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you're available, we'll certainly make arrangements to meet you to walk through everything and show you where we're at.
Okay, so I don't know what everyone's schedule is like this Saturday. Michelle is shaking your head no. Dan?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Tom?
I'm there.
All right.
I'm in.
Police?
I think so.
Okay. So how about 9 o'clock on Saturday?
Sure.
Okay, good.
John, I
Willis.
I have one quick question for you.
Yes.
Is there a reason why there's two page 3 of 16s on here?
That I don't know.
It's supposed to be page 6. I don't know if it was just possibly like an error.
2,
Possibly.
3, then 4.
Ken would be better to answer that question.
Oh yeah, there it is, 3 of 16.
Good pickup.
But this does have, actually, this has stuff that this one doesn't, so I'm wondering if one of these was possibly grading and one was utility. See the W stone apron, it's not over here, and they have a lot more detail on the erosion control over here, it looks like. Maybe it's just
Yeah, the
misnumbered. It could just be misnumbered.
Of that. Yeah, you know, I don't know,
Is it exactly the same height?
Actually, yeah.
I only have 1 3 of 16.
16, drawing number revision.
Yeah, 5 of 16, then 3 of 16
Instead of
again.
five,
All right, hold on.
I don't know.
instead of 6. Come back to
It's probably
five.
just exactly just a extra.
yeah, well, it looks like some
Yeah,
notes.
but it's different though. I mean,
There's
this,
some
this
notes-
page, right, it
Yeah,
has
some
different
of the
notes.
notes.
A lot of notations that are on this page aren't on that
Yeah.
page, so.
Oh, that's confusing.
Yeah, I think that this is, I think you got the wrong
Oh
page.
yeah, look at
there.
that. That is, yeah, it is different.
Well, they're titled the same thing.
Whoops.
They look a little different.
Oh, maybe one was an earlier revision of the same thing.
Yeah, somewhere along the line, there must have been some
Oh yeah, it's missing a lot of
copies.
information.
Well, I think, you know what happened was, one of the comments we had from the town was they wanted a separate erosion and sedimentation plan. We had that originally on the drainage. We had drainage, grading, and erosion sedimentation. And through the planning board review, they did ask for a separate plan for the erosion and sedimentation control. And I don't know why I got it on my plan, but somewhere along the line,
So,
there were copies, but I'll definitely get you a new page. That's page 6, right?
there is
We
no
don't
page
have-
6.
Yeah, we don't have.
You have 2 page 3s.
Right, we have 2 page
Yeah.
3s that have different
Let me just take
information.
a look at what
One
this,
of them comes after 5.
yeah, so
And one of them
this is
has
what
less
it,
information.
this is what it should be. Oh, so you have the right information.
Oh, okay, they just didn't, it's misnumbered, that's all.
Well, it's misnumbered, well, what happened was we changed the name
To
because
erosion
this plan had the drainage, the grading, and the erosion sedimentation.
Okay,
They
So
split some of it on different pages.
this one doesn't
it's
have.
just erosion control.
Yeah, it just has the erosion control.
That makes sense.
So the information is right, but I have no idea why you would have gotten the,
This, it looks like they used this.
yeah, I mean, you should have had this
Right.
copy.
And there's some stuff that's not on the second page 3 that is on the
I
first.
would say it looks pretty identical to that one.
Yeah, it is what it is,
It's
but
second
but you know what, it's the version before the title was changed, so I'll
Okay.
definitely change that. I don't know how that,
Huh.
what must have happened was when the PDF was combined or something, when somebody made the PDF, they reached the previous version and made the print, but I don't know why you would have the wrong one and I have the right one. That doesn't,
But you're gonna fix it, right, Ken?
Yeah.
I will fix it, I will definitely fix it. And the information is the same.
There was one question that came to mind for me is, it's a little bit hard to tell on this plan, maybe one of the others shows it better. In lot 11, where the 50, the 100, and the 25 foot lines are, because to my eye, it looks like that house is right smack in the middle of anywhere between 100 and 25 feet.
Yeah, the 100-foot line is this line right here. And the 50 is this line right here. So it is between the 50 and the 100.
So it doesn't touch the 25?
No, 25 is over here.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
There's, I believe, including lot number 7 and lot number 2, A&Rs, there are only 2 interior subdivision lots, along with those 2 that we'll be filing separate NOIs on
Right.
when we come with the house. So there'll be 4 additional filings that we'll have with you to keep them separate.
I should mention, put this plan together for illustrative purposes, and we are using the rooftop area, and I've even graded the roadway out to here and here to ensure that the front of these roofs and the driveways and the sidewalk all drain into the street. So we've included that sort of drainage. So I'm showing this for illustrative purposes, but we're not actually filing for these houses at this point. You'll be seeing a separate set of plans for those.
Okay, and they're not necessarily oriented precisely the way they look on this?
Yeah,
Okay.
they could. And this is a big box, and John doesn't know what
How much
Right, we don't even know exactly what we're gonna build, so.
Yeah, I didn't take it that way.
Yeah, so you'll see those things, those details will come before you again, because we don't really have all the answers on that.
Sure.
But we're planning, we're trying to plan for it.
So Sheila, do we have anything on at 7 o'clock for the 22nd?
Yes, we do. He's gonna have to come in at 7:30.
Okay, is that
Right.
agreeable?
Sure.
Very good. So can I have a motion, please?
I don't motion to close.
No, we don't want to close.
I don't want to close.
We want to continue.
Continue. Continue to the 22nd of July
At what time?
at 7:30.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote.
All right.
Probably the best place for us to meet would be, well, we could probably, I'll check with the existing houses
Yes,
up there to pull into the driveway.
okay.
I don't think there'll be an issue with that. I think we met once
The last
before.
time, yes.
If there is a problem with that for some particular reason, then we could probably just park right down on Booth Road.
We'll find-
Chestnut
Yeah.
Tree.
Okay,
Okay.
so we'll see you at 9 o'clock on Saturday then.
Very good. We'll be there.
Thanks, John.
Okay, thank you.
Nice to see you.
Likewise.
Oh, that property where there were like 8 chestnut trees?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't
See
actually
if
find
they're
any,
really
but,
real.
yeah. I think the squirrels have gotten all of them. if I remember.
Yeah, they're all dead. I'm starting to miss that. Are you fine? All right,
Still.
good. I'm starting to, I thought that was just me.
This is the Arctic compared to a few years ago.
Oh,
Remember?
jeez,
Oh, we
yeah.
had those windows open, it was
Yeah, the windows
I mean,
open.
it was stifling, like,
Really?
I can't wait to get out of here. It was-
I'm dying.
Yeah, it's humid in here, but it's moving to what it was.
I have it at work, it's a nice luxury. Don't have AC in my car, no AC at home. I didn't put it in the window, just hasn't been necessary yet until now.
Want to close the door, maybe?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Sheila, do we get anything from Cheryl Rose, Coast Guard?
Happens to our open meeting law, though.
Did we get anything?
Yeah. I'm
We
looking,
have to have the door
I don't see
open.
anything in my
Oh,
packet.
we do?
Do we?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Even if it's just a jar.
Well, it's open. You have to have the door open. Open it.
I have
Otherwise, you're
something
violating the open meeting law.
from Mr.
I'm not violating the
Kowalczyk.
meeting on it.
Yeah, that's.
So if we're gonna have one slightly
I
open,
think
it should be that one,
Kowalczyk
because
came
the
in
AC is
after.
over there.
That's the 745.
That's the funny part, because
So
that
I
one
have-
has a thing
I have,
saying,
of
please
course,
close door.
Right, that's one.
Please keep door
Sense,
closed.
yeah.
7 o'clock, and but I have nothing
They
from
didn't have that on the
7:30.
online ethics training. Ah, what are you gonna do?
Details.
Yes, I'm not gonna be here for the 22nd either.
Why not?
All the
So, I'm
same.
going on vacation.
You seem to always be going on vacation.
Kind of like me in the winter.
Did you get anything
Yeah,
from all this
right.
now?
You know?
They're all learning trips for me,
yes, I
really.
did.
It's
I
all
got-
learning.
I didn't get anything.
Well,
Just
and I'll
the
be away
Cheryl
following
closing
week,
out
so
of
it's a good thing that isn't
RDA.
also that week. It's,
You didn't get an RDA one?
I don't know.
I'll be away the week the
I
29th.
usually have them all and just,
Yeah, but, yeah.
So the meeting's
It's not
there.
a meeting,
Yeah.
right.
they're not
And I
here
think I
yet.
might be away in
On
one of the ones in
7:30,
August
right.
too.
It happens. Happens to Chuck a lot too.
Well, if you
Not
want to look
vacation,
at
but just-
mine and, do you want to look at mine?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This time of year, I do try to schedule my trips so they're not
I don't know.
on the, it's
No.
tough.
It's
you
not.
know, to let it
It's
for
kind of a common name.
weeks out of the month.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
I was having a lot of hours like guys,
Whenever he said.
every Wednesday night.
Yeah, I know, like, oh.
That is
That is a common
Yeah.
name though.
That trip, the one that we're taking to Europe, we're going to Europe in August. So,
I don't know why I spaced
What
that.
that
week
one
is
we're
that one?
kind of going away. Leave the 13th. So actually, I'll make the
Second,
the
so
12th.
12, 6.
And
12th
then
and
I'll be back
26th.
on the 23rd. I'm not missing any in August.
So where are
I
you
might.
going and when? I'm sorry, I missed all of that.
Point Sebago, actually, the 18th to the 25th. family. And then the 13th through the 22nd of August, we're going to France and London, to Paris and London.
Wow, nice.
Mike's just gobsmacked.
I'm not gobsmacked. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
You're envious?
Well, I'm going on a cruise in October, so.
Yeah, there you go, perfect.
Okay.
So me.
All right, well, we'll see if Ms. Cosgarden comes for 7:30. Until she does, though, let's take up the meeting minutes for April 22nd. That Shelley worked so hard on.
Now, we had kind of gone over those,
we
but
did.
then we didn't vote on them.
Right.
I don't know what the reason was, but,
I think the problem is that I think there were people not here.
Not your quorum
oh,
issues.
okay, all righty.
So I've reviewed them and I think they are fine, but
Well, thank you.
I will defer
Better
to
let Daniel's
other members
eyes.
of the commission.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Actually, he
I
can't
remember.
vote on it because he wasn't here.
Oh,
Oh,
yippee.
I wasn't here for the last meeting, so I can't vote
Get a
on that one.
reprieve on that one.
Okay.
So any
I will abstain.
changes or tweaks to the April 22nd, 2015 meeting minutes?
I need all the changes you had sent over
Yes.
and then the changes that we made at the meeting.
You were here for the.
I like that Michelle Powers has submitted the many photos.
Right. We approved that, but we didn't have a quorum.
Well, those aren't the
And I
April
said
ones.
I was gonna be here on the 24th.
That's the next
Oh,
set.
that's
So,
May, that's
Just
right.
kinda kick the can down the road till tonight.
Wait, no, that was next meeting.
Right.
The many. Oh yeah, we'll have to tweak that.
I thought it was funny because there was many. I was gonna go to 1 William Street and take many more photos, but I was like, I don't
That
know.
wasn't probably necessary.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes of April 22nd, 2015, with the amendments that were made on 6/10, last meeting that I was
All
present.
right.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed?
Abstention.
Abstentions? It's a vote. All right,
Wonderful.
one down, 5 to go. Good.
All right.
Since a number of us went to 1 William Street a few Saturdays ago to look at the as-built plan. Dan was there, Louis was there, and, no, you weren't there. You were not.
I do not think I was
No,
there.
Chuck was there with his son,
Okay.
should be an associate member.
Oh, I'm
and,
definitely not there.
And Louise and I. And we observed it, it appeared to be built according to the plan.
Okay.
So is there a motion for a certificate of compliance?
So moved?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote.
All right, I have that right here for your John Box. Let's see.
And then she'll also inform you that the last time we were here, after we closed the public hearing for 129 West Street and thought we were signing an order of conditions, we in fact signed something else. So we need to re-sign, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right.
Re-sign as opposed to
Well,
resign.
Right.
Tom, you can't sign because you weren't here, but the rest of us were.
Okay.
So,
Which
Comes back.
one, for William Street?
no, for West Street.
For West Street, okay.
West Street, you can't sign, is that what I
Right.
heard?
He wasn't here,
I wasn't
Oh,
there.
okay. All right, well,
so the 4 of us can sign it.
yeah. You signed all the
No, I didn't sign it.
West Street.
Oh, I didn't sign it, no.
You didn't sign
That's
it?
not my signature, no, mine's pretty bad, but,
Okay, no, none of those are yours?
no.
I have a really
I
scribbly
don't know
one.
whose is whose. Michael and Louise are the only two I can make out. All right, so why don't we send around?
Yeah, pencil doesn't work too well. It's no bueno.
No bueno.
Bueno.
Okay, this is 219 West, so you can sign that one.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Wait a minute.
A minute.
The Pappas project is 129.
Right.
can't sign
No,
that.
this is it. You can't sign that one, okay.
Okay.
All right, that's
Yep.
APA, so then just pass that one on. And now, goes to Jonathan. All right, that was 219. So you can sign this one. It's 219. It's Jonathan Mallett.
Okay. Yep.
So these two, I should just rip up. Right?
And Sheila, when I'm attaching the narrative for the
Oh,
waiver.
thank you. Yeah, well, I kind of jumped the gun on that one. Michael wanted to wait until the 22nd.
Oh, okay, yeah. See it.
And I put it on that agenda, but we'll just,
All
I
right.
just had it on there, so I thought I'd leave it so you could get it. Okay. So we are all set here, right?
I don't know.
I don't think I was here for this one.
Just look out for
All right.
those out there.
I don't think I was here for this one.
Well then, if you weren't here, you can't sign it.
No, I know I wasn't here at the end of June. I wasn't here.
The 24th? Yep. These licenses.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. He doesn't need it.
There you go.
Yeah, outside. Dan, did you see the story today about the new Blackstone Valley? They're gonna have kayak and canoe landings over by Holy Cross there.
No.
Big parcel of land, yeah, they're hoping to have it done in 2 years. And they've already got a lot of preliminary work done. It's gonna be a 10,000 square foot building. And it's gonna go to the bike paths and to the Blackstone River, so it should be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. The next item on our agenda is a 7:30 public hearing, an application from Cheryl Cosgarten. A request for determination for the construction of a two-car garage at 77 Wallace Ave. Is there a motion open?
Move to open the hearing.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote. Okay, please come on up.
Thank
Sit
you.
right here?
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay,
Hi.
so tell us what you want to do.
Okay. We live at 77 Wallace Avenue, and we'd like to add a two-car garage with, an attached two-car garage.
Okay. Okay, and who measured the distance to the well?
We did,
We did.
Okay, how'd you do it?
100-foot tape.
Okay. And according to this plot plan you submitted to us, it looks like you're claiming that it's more than 110 feet away?
That's
Correct.
to the fence inside.
Okay. All right.
Because we have a fence at the
And then
end.
it goes
Okay.
in
How far beyond the fence is the well? If you had to estimate.
probably 25 feet, maybe,
Okay.
or more.
All right.
It goes in, way in.
Goes in quite a ways.
Okay. So will you be digging a foundation for this?
The contractor,
You
yes.
will, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How far? A full cellar?
It's pretty much straight across the back of the house.
Okay.
It's gonna just come straight across that line, and just straight across. So it'll be at the same,
With the breezeway, correct.
yeah, the breeze will connect.
Okay. And what will you do with the excavated material? Will you just backfill or will you take some of it off?
It's on a slope, so it's gonna go back in, they have to bring it up.
Okay. Not into the well though, right?
Right, not there.
No, that's gonna stay right in the footprint.
That's bad.
Yes.
I don't like that.
Can you verify whether Google Maps is showing the appropriate house? Sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's very much not.
Glasses on.
With the
It
sunroom.
has the sunroom, so it's,
It's right where the, go back down. You gotta come down. I'm sorry, I mean, okay, the house with the, the sunroom, that's it right
That's it
there.
right there,
Oh,
in
wow,
the
so it is-
center, right in the center.
Okay.
And you're gonna go straight out from the house over towards the, I guess, northeast.
Towards those arborvitaes.
Oh, yeah. Did you just
Oh,
plant
yeah,
those?
we had this here. It's gonna go just like this.
Just a little bit of,
Okay.
It's gonna sit right there. And then
And then the brook.
brook is down here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep, okay, there's the polygon for it.
There it is, that was a good
It shows it better than the other
view
one.
there.
Sometimes the layers don't actually
Oh,
reflect
there
it,
you
but
go.
there it is.
Okay. Alrighty. Any questions from the board? Any questions from the audience? Okay. All right, in that case, is there a motion to close?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote. Okay, so we've closed the public hearing.
okay,
We'll probably make a decision tonight.
okay,
Okay, and then Ms. Conroy will notify you tomorrow.
okay, fantastic. I appreciate it.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
And I need to give this to,
Oh, yes,
those are
thank
the-
you very much.
so it's gonna go to everyone. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Thanks very much.
Very much.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Have a good
I
night.
made up your
Thank you.
name.
It's okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
How did she know the road?
I didn't.
Oh.
I just, I thought, maybe I'll just go around the corner.
She's psychic.
Because it's funny because she's, you know, we have to leave the door open, but that door says keep the door closed. But
I
that should
should
be
have
the
really
one,
put
that
another
should be the
note
one,
on there.
yeah.
When a conservation meeting is in session.
Yeah, it is misleading.
We should have a more welcoming sign on that one.
Maybe we can get our sign making department to make us a sign.
Like the one for South Street up there that's kind of folded into the pole and gone now?
Maybe a little better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We have a few minutes before the 7:45 public hearing, and on our agenda is our fee schedule for fiscal year 2016. Now, did that begin on July 1st of 2015?
I don't know, that's something Matt keeps giving me. I don't know
Yes.
if it was
Yes.
just a
Our
separate.
audience member says it
Fiscal
is.
year begins July 1st.
Usually it
Yeah.
does.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I think he just wanted a separate fee schedule rather than having it all inclusive in the
Okay.
things.
I mean, as I look at this, there's nothing new
No.
in this. So,
Yeah.
so we need to approve this? Sheila? It
I
says,
don't know.
on my agenda, it says vote to approve, so I'm going to
Alright,
take you
yeah.
at face value.
Okay,
All right,
that's
is there-
what I said.
You did say it.
It says it.
On mine too. Yeah.
Those 3 words are right there.
And
All
you
right,
scared
well,
me,
I don't think
Sheila.
it will hurt if we do vote on it.
All right, is there a motion?
I move that we approve the Auburn Conservation Commission fee schedule for financial 2016 as printed.
Fiscal year 2016.
Fiscal year 2016.
Okay, I'm sorry. I hate to be precise here.
Yeah,
Is there-
obviously.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote.
Okay.
It's a fine line between love and hate.
Ian Henry, he's my brother. I mean, come on, we've been going for hours. All right,
Okay.
but on a more serious note. Did any of you have a chance to review the meeting minutes for May 13th?
Just kind of got those done today, so.
Yeah, we can,
Take a minute,
we could take a
or
minute.
3, or 5.
We have about 5 minutes.
Sounds like there's already one correction. It's been noted.
No. I just thought it was funny because she was right, there was a plethora of pictures. Yeah.
Maybe even a gaggle of pictures.
Could be a gaggle as well, yes.
I would say instead of the many, I would just cross out the, I don't think it's necessary.
Okay. What page are we on here?
page 1 under 710, Michael Cronin.
Okay, all right. So, should I, what did you say, actually?
It's the third line beginning with Michelle.
Yes.
Just cross out the article, the.
Okay.
7 o'clock, fourth line. The access road is located at the water department having a locked gate. Should that be is located on water department property and has a locked gate?
Sure.
I wasn't aware it had a locked gate. I mean, it will have a locked gate. Right now it's a construction fence, right?
Yeah.
You want to say we'll have a lock gate?
Yeah, I should try to say will have a locked gate.
Okay.
But it's a big deal, should it be troop and then paths instead of troops and then paths?
What's wrong with it?
Although I think, didn't he identify it that way?
I don't know.
I think you did, that's how I had it written down.
So he's the coach of the cross-country team.
Yeah.
Coach. Okay.
It probably should say cross-country coach.
Okay.
Yeah, Boy Scout troops aren't one. Okay, so I believe it's Boy Scout troops 121 and 101 and PAC 532. So, yeah, I should probably say along with Boy Scout troops 121 and 101 as well as PAC 532.
If you look at 710, it's the fifth line down, where it's which begins had made changes. You see that, Sheila?
Yes.
It's whose should be WHOS.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
And then eighth line down, beginning with Michael Cronin,
Yeah?
where it says project, it should be apostrophe S. Now it's minor, but
Yeah.
it's grammatically correct.
Actually,
Yeah, I'm sure Dave
Yeah,
knows the
in there.
trick.
Did
I was
Garth
proud of myself for finding that.
I never
page
said the
that
letter.
mentioned with the last one.
Yeah.
So I need to
Yeah.
send a letter.
It was weird, but
My
look
bad.
Wait a minute.
I'm not sure
First
where.
it was a number, then I'm like, this page and that page up there, and I'm thinking, yeah, somebody just
Well,
forgot to change it probably,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
720 RH White.
Yes.
Do we know they're actually storing explosives there?
No, we
I know
don't.
the boxes were
boxes
labeled
are
in a way that you might think they contained explosives, but we're not sure. We're concerned about the possibility that explosives were being stored in the.
We didn't see any
Yeah,
explosives.
We might need all this.
But-
Never mind.
Yeah, no
But
fun.
those containers.
I beg your pardon?
All right,
You know-
so,
Well, I think the way, and you're right about that, I think the way to address that is to say, I noticed boxes marked explosives. How's that?
I don't think I listened.
Okay, well, let's try again, all right?
Okay.
Upon a site visit, noticed boxes marked explosives.
And then as well as granite curbing, tires, and snow. Oh. frozen
Okay.
tires and snow.
Sheila,
Yes.
do you have it?
Yes, I do. So you just want me to scratch out storage in the wetland area?
That they are storing.
No, in the first line, cross out that they are storing.
Correct, I've got that.
Yeah.
Boxes marked explosives.
Right.
As well as granite curbing tires and snow storage?
Yes, in the wetland area, that's fine.
Okay.
And then under 430 Rochdale Street,
Yeah,
third line, Department of Conservation and Recreation had approved the forest cutting plan, and it should say this, and the project is under their jurisdiction.
okay.
Regarding Faith Avenue, there was no plan. No plan has been submitted. We're present to discuss,
A plan, not the plan.
well, but there,
We could just
Their
say to
plan.
discuss the concerns with the replication area.
yes,
Okay.
So strike out a plan to remediate.
yeah, that's right.
Present to discuss
The
concerns.
concerns with the
with the
replication area.
replication area.
All right,
And we still haven't seen a plan for them.
nope.
Okay. All right, the rest of that's fine. I will note though that it's after 7:45. Do you want to take a look?
Sure.
Thanks. Oh, come in. Hi. Oh, Sheila.
Sheila?
I didn't know if I was waiting to
Thank
be
you.
called in or...
No, not at all.
Good thing we left
You're
the
Mr.
door open.
Kowalski?
Call check, yes.
Call check, I'm sorry. Why don't you just have a seat and then we'll call the public hearing.
She's gone.
All right, she'll be back.
Must have gone downstairs. Came this way. I got it. That's okay, it came this way. Technology.
Hi. No, that one I have.
The next item on the agenda for tonight is a 7:45 public hearing and an application filed by Michael Kowalczyk on request for determination for the removal of trees at 46 Pinehurst Avenue in Auburn. Is there a motion open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? It's a vote. Okay, Mr. Kowalczyk, why don't you present what you want to do?
Okay, my proposal, I have a small pine grove in the rear of my yard, which abuts Stoneville Pond.
Okay?
The backmost or the furthermost trees are about 25 feet from the pond's edge. And my proposal is a total of 16 trees, varying in sizes. 2 of them have been struck by lightning and right now are a threat of falling. They're totally dead, no bark at all on them. There's another 2 that have bark missing up to about 15 to 20 feet on one side. Whether they were struck by lightning as well, I don't know. But I do see on a regular basis, the branches seem to be very brittle. They fall off the trees. I find a lot of ants back there. I don't know if the trees are compromised or how many might be compromised. But I do have kids that play in the yard. Both sides of me, both neighbors have small kids.
Okay.
And I really, I kind of see them as a threat of possibly falling. And lastly, when I get the quote for the 2 trees that were totally dead, they also gave me a quote for all of them, which was much more economical, to just take them all opposed to one at a time.
Now, when you say that you think that some or all the trees are infested, do you think they're infested with ants or something worse?
I'm thinking ants.
Okay.
Some of the branches that have fallen, I've noticed a lot of ants. I've actually pruned up some of the branches, and ants have been right to the edges of the branches.
Okay. So tell me how you would cut these trees.
Actually, right now, I'm looking at using Charity Tree Company, who works in conjunction with Dufresne and Sons Tree Service.
Okay.
Okay, and I believe he does a lot of work in Auburn. So basically what he needs, he said he would need a letter from the town of Auburn stating that it would be okay to cut those trees.
But will he, I mean, I know that some arborists will actually find the trees and cut sections before they clear cut at the bottom. Do you know what method he's going to use?
I believe they'll be taking a bucket truck into my backyard
Okay.
and basically just taking from the top down.
Okay.
They'll remove the trees themselves, the stumps will stay intact.
And so obviously the trees will be taken off your property.
Correct.
Are there any comments from the board? Any comments from the audience?
I have a question.
Please.
Stumps will not be removed?
No.
Why? Just curious. Expenses, I realize it's expensive, but
Well, that's the
They
the
still-
most important thing.
it would still draw from
But it will disturb less of the property, disturb the pond's edge.
Right, because they draw them.
Right.
Draw what you take on.
Yeah, it'll probably tend to stabilize your backyard.
Stabilize the slope, because you
Yeah.
pull the stumps out, then you're gonna have more erosion concerns.
But you just plant the stumps.
And I think it's
I've done that
it's an extra
before.
cost to grind it
Yeah,
out
that's,
anyway.
yeah,
So,
that's crazy.
So what's the closest you'll be to the reservoir with the equipment, with the truck? About?
As I said, the furthermost back tree, I believe, is about 25 feet, roughly 25 feet from the pond's edge. So the truck would be on the dwelling side of that. So, you know, you're talking within probably 30 to 35 feet of the pond's edge.
did they give you an estimate of how long it's going to take them to do this?
Depending on what's available for the trucks, he said it would probably take like 3 to 4 days.
And so after they cut the trees, how are they going to clear them? They're going to have bring in a dump truck or something and just put the limbs and trunks in there and then truck them off site?
My understanding is they would chip the limbs
Okay,
and take the big sections
all right.
with a logging truck, and
Uh-huh.
wherever they take them, I don't know.
Okay, so they're going to basically make some mulch for you, is that right? In a sense?
If I wanted to, I could keep it, I guess.
Right.
But
I'm just wondering if you are going to keep it or if you're just going to have it all taken off.
I had no intention of keeping it,
Okay,
With the ants.
Yeah.
It's
so.
not,
yeah.
yeah,
Would be
pine
good.
trees,
Good
it's carpenter
eating
and food if you use it as mulch.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. Questions? All right, is there a motion to close?
I was looking close.
Second?
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote. Okay, Mr. Kowalczyk, we will probably make a decision later today after this hearing, so we'll be in touch.
Okay,
All right, thank you for coming in.
thank you very much. Okay,
Okay?
thank you.
Yeah.
Here, left this way.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You too.
I have to put mine in.
Okay.
So we didn't get through the end of those minutes, did we?
We didn't, and I think let's finish those off and up, and then we can make some decisions.
Skewer, right? Is that the right? Skewer.
All right, so where were we?
We
I
just
think we're
finished.
just starting on Herb Chambers.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Are we on page 3?
We are.
Okay. Fourth line. I'm not sure I recall what an 8-foot gravity wall refers to. Retaining wall?
Construction. Yeah, the walls that they built at 20 Prospect,
Okay,
the big hill there.
okay.
What line is it?
Well, third into fourth line. So would that be a retaining wall?
I would probably.
Gravity wall?
Well, that's what I had written
It should be
down.
retaining.
Retaining.
So I think it was the gravity wall, it's the type of way it's constructed.
Not sure what that refers to.
Like it just keeps going back.
Yeah, he explained how it kept going back.
Right.
I remember that term, but maybe
It's
you
a
called it
retaining
that,
wall
yeah.
though, so, I mean,
So do you want me to get rid of gravity?
I'd say just say retaining wall.
Yeah, I think it
Okay.
bugs them, so, yes.
It just sounds like a marketing term.
Yeah, it does.
And we're really not
We
in
have
a policy of
gravity
putting
wall. This is
marketing
good.
terms in our minutes.
This isn't your grandma's retaining wall.
Right. Gravity trademark.
For 12, where it says 1220?
That's Route 12.
Yeah, Route 12, well, you should, yeah, please, Route 1220. And can you identify what NF Sheldon is? Or the address for NF
Okay.
Sheldon? Okay, those are all the changes I have.
I'll move to accept the meeting minutes of May 13th, 2015 as amended.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And Chuck was gone the last time, so he's not here to abstain either, so, good. Okay, so we have some decisions to make regarding the application of Cheryl Coe's Garden, request for determination. Is there a motion? Well, first of all, is there any discussion?
It seemed like it was more than adequate distance away, so.
And I think that was confirmed by Google Maps. Okay,
I make a motion that we make a negative determination for applicant Cheryl Garden at 77 Wallace Avenue.
okay, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote. Okay, and the other one is for Mr. Kowalczyk.
The only thing that came to mind for me is, I mean,
Do we want to take a look first?
I was thinking maybe we should take a look, and B, I think I'd be happier if they had some erosion control measures up. If it's gonna be within, 25 feet, even if the truck is gonna be parked at 26 feet,
Right.
or, 50 feet. I mean, that's a little bit, I mean, this isn't removing 2 trees. It sounds like,
No, it's a major project.
fairly sizable and
Yeah,
fairly
three or four-
numerous.
2, 3, 4
And if they're
days.
gonna be mulching it, I mean, if he does want it mulched on site, we don't want the mulch going anywhere if there's a downpour the day after.
Okay.
So,
Well-
it would be nice to take a look though, yeah.
Well, do you want to take a look, or do you want to maybe make a ruling with that additional condition?
I just don't know if I'm gonna be available for an immediate site walk myself, but I think it would be worthwhile to take a look.
Did we pull that up on the map? Is that what we have there? Okay.
Because sometimes when we'll have an applicant, they'll say, oh, I want to remove 2 trees, but here we're, 16 trees.
Is that 46 Pinehurst?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Where is it? Can you point it out?
So the boat in the back, is it? Right there?
Yeah, this jives with the map, or at least the satellite map he had, so it should be this
Okay.
house here.
Can you blow it up?
That's as much as I can give you.
Okay.
See all
All
the
right, you can
pines.
see the standard trees at the
Yeah.
bottom. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
those look like
I
evergreens.
understand that you
Right,
wanted
so
to
there
look
must be
at it.
pines.
But, I mean, realistically, if he is right about that, and that is a possible danger to the kids that play in those neighborhoods, that, you know what I mean, if we can't do it quickly and actually make a determination on it, that's a problem too.
True, but, I mean,
I think that doing an order of conditions to go along with him cutting that down.
It wouldn't be an order of conditions, it would just be, we'd issue a negative determination, but with the condition that he install erosion control measures between where the work is gonna be and
And that there would be no chipping within,
ponds
say, 30 to 50 feet, that it would have to be closer.
or the reservoir. Okay.
Right,
All right, do you wanna make a motion on that effect?
sure.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Or is there any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? It's a vote. Okay.
Yeah,
So you-
fine.
So the erosion control measures would be between tree cutting,
The area of the work,
okay,
and it's going to be actually, it's going to be 25 feet away from Stoneville.
right,
Okay. That's where the erosion control measure should be installed.
okay.
Then the other,
Is that any chipping that's done is outside of,
Shipping,
will also be more than 25 feet away from Stoneville Reservoir.
I don't know if we can require it to be outside of the 50 foot.
We're not, we're saying 25. Okay, good.
okay, so you made the motion and who seconded that?
I did.
Okay, thank you. And it's unanimous. Negative determination, okay. I'm gonna get those out.
Okay. What else is there? Now, I see that under certificate of compliance, you have West Street. Have they made a formal request? I'm just looking at what's on the agenda. They haven't made a request, right?
No, they haven't.
Okay. And we still haven't heard or gotten an as-built for 20 J Road.
No, we haven't.
Okay, so we're not going to act on that. Does anyone have anything else?
Just have to sign these.
Okay, well,
So
sign
we've got
this.
two of them. We've got 77 Wallace
And 46 Pinehurst.
and 26. We don't have one site visit now.
We have one site visit on Saturday,
John Stelmont's.
and we have been there before.
They already cleared all Mike in there for the road and stuff,
I don't-
as far as the
I don't think-
accessibility?
No, I think, I asked him about that, I think he's cleared out, I think the A&R lots have been cleared out, but
Okay.
not the rest, so we'll have a
That's it.
chance to take a look.
Okay. Great.
And if you don't know what your schedule is, but you'll join us if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just wanted to bring up again that 430 Rochdale Street. And we had received a complaint that they were over there at 5:30 in the morning
Right.
cutting the trees down. I don't know.
It's not our jurisdiction.
Oh, okay. So they would have to complain to
Police department.
DEP or,
It's Division of Fisheries and Wildlife.
yeah, okay.
Probably, isn't it? It's probably emergency.
Oh, Louise, can you
It's a
send
certain
us?
time of the day.
Yeah.
Just underneath the
Great
other one.
noise,
Oh,
like
yeah.
probably town, you know?
Okay.
Hey, Dan, I wonder if any town conservation commission has ever done a visit by Skype? Like bring a camera, so like if you're not on the site and you had a camera and you can see everything that's going on.
Oh, like drone?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
Huh.
It'd be interesting.
Or if, if you're having a meeting and someone's on the site at the time of the meeting, they're like, I'm on location right now, and this doesn't match up with what you're saying.
if you guys do that sidewalk on the 18th, I can actually do the sidewalk on the 18th in the morning.
Is it the 18th? Is that when they're doing it?
No, they're gonna be doing it this
Saturday.
weekend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you're
Oh.
saying you're not available this Saturday, but next Saturday you are?
Right, because I'm leaving for vacation right after.
Oh, I
So
see.
I could leave at like 11 as opposed to like 9.
Well, you could always go without us too, you know.
That is true. That is true. And I've been dreaming of those chestnut trees actually, which is weird because I saw this coming up and I was thinking about them. I wanted to see it.
That's interesting.
On the,
Yeah,
on the,
weird, right?
The house,
A little
the
weird.
driveway? Oh, yeah.
Right?
Those are the weirdest type of chestnuts. They've got these long needles that come out. And
That's
the
how chestnuts
are-
usually
That's
look.
how they grow. Yeah, it's
Well,
weird,
I've
right?
seen other trees and they're just, the chestnuts are all over.
Well-
There's none of those casings with the needles that kill.
Well, I mean, most of the chestnuts you see out there now are horse chestnuts, because the chestnuts are basically got wiped out by the blight.
Well,
Most chestnuts aren't productive because of the blight. They don't get big enough to become productive. But if you see horse chestnuts pretty frequently.
Okay, horse chestnuts, they look the same as,
They're not as prickly. They're prickly, but they're not nearly as prickly.
so So they don't just make
They don't look
them
like a
into
sea urchin.
just
They
the
look
nut
like a-
without the casing? Is there such a thing?
Well, you're gonna see the nuts all the time on horse chestnuts because they're poisonous. If you ate a horse chestnut,
Regret it.
if you didn't die, you'd regret it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's really too many critters that eat horse chestnuts.
Okay, so this is what, if you guys are out and you're perusing in that area and you want to stop by my house, I'll give you my address. Just look at it, get a feel for it. You want You're gonna be getting,
Yeah, when's the party?
you're gonna be getting stuff.
Who's doing the work for you?
Right now, it's
Pretty much
Oh,
eat
yeah, eat everything.
anything.
Doing
Metal,
that,
doesn't
the,
matter, it's got the stomach for it.
Eric's doing most of the
Nothing to go
GCing. We have another guy
no.
that's like contractors. We have a plethora of contractors that are.
Okay, many contractors.
Yes, many. I love the word
We're
contract.
using
I
that a
like
lot
that word.
today.
All
I
right.
like that word. I'm stuck on it now.
Is there,
I gaggle.
does anyone have anything else?
So we're gonna wait on the Bryn Mawr Ave. I guess that was it.
Yeah, we are.
Okay,
Okay?
all right.
Motion to adjourn?
Sidewalk till the 18th,
No,
and we're gonna go Saturday.
we'll go Saturday,
Yeah,
but-
just go Saturday, that's fine.
and then Michelle can go on the 18th.
Yeah, I'll go at some point. I won't be here for the meeting anyways, though, so I mean, at any rate, I
Okay.
could just go
You
and
just
look
want to
at
go for
it.
the chestnuts?
Yeah, I'll just go look at the chestnuts.
All right,
Perfect.
that's fine.
That's good.
Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's a vote. Thank you, everyone.